Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Game Testing Unlimited. My name is Wilfred. So this game is a mobile game I'm playing these days and it is called the Marvel Future Revolution. For those who are in the Marvel games like I did in the past, it's a lot of familiarity in terms of character and so on. But it is a mobile game and this is the second video I'm making for this game. I'd like to just highlight some of the things that I've picked up while I'm playing this game and so on. Now, as you all know, I'm a big fan of Miss Marvel, so I'm going to go ahead and play Miss Marvel right now. And I'm at level 9. There's a power here. The power means something, you know. It means how powerful you are in terms of in relations to the to of course your level and what have you. And we'll talk a little bit about that. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit of the what I've learned. Second day playing this game, and also going to play a little bit of the story mode towards the end of one of the chapters as well, I believe, and it could be quite exciting and fun. Now this game is a mobile game, so best to play on your phone or tablet. I'm playing on PC and it's not that natural because I don't have a touchscreen, and then the camera is kind of like quite difficult to control as well. I'm also like if I do it on the mobile device, then everything becomes quite intuitive and there's no lag at all. So I'm using a blue shack, I think, blue stick, I can't remember what it is, to help me play this game. Now, a couple of things here to highlight to you guys, and it's kind of important as well. Let's start with the character itself. Now the character, and it's kind of interesting, if you play Marvel heroes in the past, the character has items like glove, like chest item, like boots, and so what have you. So this also have the same thing. For example, I've got a glove that give me the dodge rating 2.8% and guard damage decrease plus 5.5%. And that kind of give a little bit of indication of, okay, a glove is going to be an item for my defense that you could change to another thing as well. It's like, for example, this is more of the from an attack perspective. You can do another one. This is more like defense, and each of them has a bonus set as well. So this is your directed glove. This is from a modern. There are some that is like a Warzone Ace. So this is a Luminate Nati tracker. So there are different set to it. If you manage to collect a set, of course you get all these card bonuses and so on. So this is like defensive stat. You have other things as well, like for example the chest item. I'm using the Wings of Liberty, which I managed to have 2 items, and they give me the attack speed 1.2%, and more or not it's just attack speed. You could change the other things, like for example, this is the War Flight as well. It does give more or less, well, it does give less kind of stat because the critical damage is like lesser. So the game is kind of like, it's a mobile game, so they figure it out for you can do auto equip. So I don't know whether I like it or not. I think from a mobile game perspective, the good thing is that you don't need to click through all the various kind of stats and understand that, oh, should I equip this, should I equip that, kind of thing. So that's one. The costume will give you kind of like so-called the stat to it. Now, of course, you can do a transmog as well. If you don't like a certain look and feel, you can change it to like different kind of like look and feel to it. And different set will have different kind of like costumes. So if you play the Marvel heroes in the past, the character does have the different kind of costume that you can collect as well. So you don't need to buy all these. Just drop. You can pick a match, just like in Diablo 3 as well. You can just pick a match or whatever that you want to slap onto. But all these are just cosmetic because at the end of the day, this is the stats that matter. You can transmog it the way that you want to. That's fine. So there's no, you can do a transmog. That's a cool thing. Another thing is that you can have battle badges. So for example, you can have things like this side here that give you the HP, the hit point 293, and give you the HP recovery as well. And they pick this one over this one, which is like give me a lesser HP, although they are both battle badge 5th. So the other one is ultimate gauge recovery. You could override that as well. So you can say that I sacrifice the HP and the HP recovery against the ultimate gauge recovery as well, so as to make my ultimate pop back faster. So Man, I mean, there are many things you can think about here. So there's quite a fair bit of like in-depth kind of customization here. You can do. This one is batch number 6, whereby it is really about stamina, kind of like recovery. You can do a batch. I think this is batch number 3. So batch number 3. This one is defense. Nothing really fantastic. You get other batches, but this is really just attack speed. This one attack speed definitely is lower. So I could, in fact, dismantle this guy as well. So yeah, I mean, there are things that you could customize as well. So that's good. You can have the squad info as well. Squad info is that as you do things, and it's kind of like, I don't want to just bore you guys with all detail, but that you kind of collect items whereby you can you can increase your rank. Like if you want to increase the rank for this guy here, you need to collect something called the one of these items called the squad power upgrade material. So once you have that, then you can combine with the gold that you have, and you can upgrade it from 1 to 2. And they tell you kind of like if you upgrade, like this one is attack speed, the other is defense, the other HP. So there's a little bit of customization there as well. Now you can increase the rank as well. Kind of if you have one of those things that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 training menu, then you could help to boost the XP, but you don't have to. I believe you can just play the game and the squad level just go up by itself. And once you go up, then of course you got all other things that you can do as well. There are other things that you could. One thing I quite like is the collectible collection. So you could collect things like the Omega cards, and so on, and all these give you a progress in the sense. So it's pretty cool. So what else do I need to show you? I think I quite like the concept of the Omega card as well. Let's just show you a little bit on that one. A bit embarrassing here. I kind of like, I think I know where it is, but I don't quite know where it is. So under hero, yeah, it's kind of confusing. The menu is too many things. There's something called Omega card. Now these are like a magazine cover. If you like to read magazine, like if you are really truly Marvel kind of like supporter, you kind of know all this. A lot of card set that based on the magazine that you have. Some of them you may be familiar with it. Some of them you may have read it as well. I don't think I necessarily recall any of these guys up here. Hell Hydra. But some of you may be familiar with this. All these are cards, and you can form a set as well, and different set, like all these are sets. I don't know whether it's according to the real comic book. I think it is, like Dark Zone could be. These are the magazines that we have in Marvel. So if you collect the set now, of course you can get set bonus as well. Some of this, like say Dark Zone 4, then it give you a set. If you collect 2 sets, then you get attack speed go up, then 4 set defense pierce go up, then 6 sets PvP damage increase. So it's a bit of PvP there. I didn't know that until now. Now you could I own a couple of cards as well, and you could do things like equip the card. Again, it's a mobile game, so you could do something like auto equip as well. And then that's it. Then you got another one here which is rare. The power actually go up. The power of the hero go up as well. So far, it's pretty cool. I haven't spent any money in it, and that's just it is. So it does give me an overall kind of how should I say, the overall increase of my power based on the Omega card. So based on the Omega card, I get the kind of attacks increase. I got cooldown decrease, as well as I think these are the only 2 things I've got today. So that is the Omega card, which I find it rather interesting. Skill wise, you could also change the way that you do a skill. My favorite is downward strike. If you play Marvel Hero, it's kind of remember such a power that I think it's called crash down strike, if I remember. That's been a long time ago, a couple of years back. And it does give me the kind of like vibe to it. Of course, if you do knock back, then you don't do a lot of damage, and I think there's some that like this guy here does more damage but doesn't knock back. So as you can see, and some of them is like this one is explosion AoE. Again, AoE is not really the best and greatest kind of damage. You can have like a 1 line of damage as well. Again, it's not necessarily the best damage as well. Then you have something called the photon blast, which is this guy here, 202. Now you could upgrade some of this. It's ultimate, by the way. Binary eruption is the ultimate. Just want to walk you through. Later on, you'll see it. But all of this you can increase. Like for example, if I really like the downward strike, then you could increase it to the next one, pay 20,000 gold. But then again, you are constrained by your squad level. So squad level determine how far you can level up your power. So so the squad level 3 somehow for some reason I can only upgrade up to 2. I think, I don't know, there's some formula against it as well. So yeah, I mean that is cool. This is squad that we talk about. And there are other things like the record and so on. Challenges give you, again, if you play Marvel Future Fight, I think the previous iteration is the same thing. You do a lot of so-called quests daily, or do upgrades, so on. You get all this gold, you get all these challenges and all these tokens as well that help you with the progression. So it's pretty cool. So far, I don't have any other things here. That is really that's all that I have to show you as of this very moment. They do have some gift as well, which is fine. I mean, if you play Marvel Future Fight, which is the mobile game of the previous iteration, you kind of know all these things. You could, of course, spend money to buy kind of like crystal and what have you. As you know, this is how they make money. That's by selling all these things. So far, I don't really need to, but I do realize that if you do buy things like a costume or what have you, it does give you some really good. That's how this costume. It does give you very, very good stats as well, like the ultimate skill level +6, critical rate plus whatever. You can get some of these things. You can do a draw to it, so you can use the token that you earned, or you can spend your crystal that you perhaps earn as well on these things, costume, to try to get a very really nice set of costume, or just one costume. I don't know how many costume you get from this, or gambling. So I'm not keen to show you too much of gambling here, but again, it is what it is. If you don't want to play the game too hard, then you could buy and spend money to it. I think it's quite okay. I don't know whether it's morally kind of like ethical or not, but as I play this game, I'll tell you a little bit more. And I think I find it quite interesting. Let me just show you a little bit here. A bit of laggish here because, like I said, this is a PC, not the mobile device. One day I'll try to record a game through my mobile device. Maybe it gives you a smoother kind of experience. My apologies in advance if things get a little bit like kind of like not so good. Okay, now let me just go into this guy here, and the so you could have different kind of world mapped into different places, but so far I have the New Start City, and the I think, hang on a second, man, I thought I'm able to pick a, usually this is one. Yep, so I travel to New Start City. So there are quite a lot of cities that you could progress as well. Then I go to the Pegasus. So I go there. Now a bit of tips here, very important tips. I'm going to show you just a bit about setting that I learned the hard way, because things are just so automated. It's kind of like scary. Because it's a mobile game, people just like, maybe just walking on the street or waiting on a train or, ordering food, and just don't have the attention to fully focus on the game. I understand it. So a lot of things are just automated, right? So I'm going to show you a bit on the setting as well. I think that setting is kind of like important. So now the setting that is really important, and in my opinion, first thing first about setting is that disable the automatic recovery item use, because otherwise your mech kit will just get burned at 75%, and I don't know in whose mind to design a game such a way that you'll just burn all your mech kit, because you're constantly in being damaged, and you're just constantly burning your mech kit, and mech kit takes effort to earn. You have to do side mission, you have to buy it with gold, and you don't really have a lot of gold. Sometimes you need to go for upgrade and so on. So I don't really use it. I just use it when I need to. So so that is number one tips for you guys. I mean, don't leave it to enable. So that is important. Other than that, I mean, the rest of it, just do whatever you want to do here. Graphic is the one that the mobile device will get automatically calibrated. This is a PC, so I just still playing around with it, but still lacking a fair bit. So yeah, I mean, these are things that you could think you could kind of like work on the setting. But this guy here, man, this is important. Just make sure you don't go into the burn it. The other one is the game sound. I think some of the sound, the audio. Sometimes it doesn't have the audio. Yeah, I think now audio is fine. So now, another tip that is very important is that you see this thing here. You can see that these are the I don't know what on earth are these things, but oh no, hang on, oh, man, maybe I just do this one first. There are things that you can see here. So you can go and spend your time picking up all these things, and since it's a mobile game, it's going to be pretty straightforward to just like, you know, flying through all these things. A bit like MM kind of thing, but I wish it was an isotomic kind of like a setup, so that it's not 3D. I'm happy with 2.5D, so I need to collect all these things. Yep, so I collect all these things, so one by one collect everything. So now there are actually side mission as well. Here is where the side mission is, the exclamation mark. I strongly recommend you to do all the side mission. It's very straightforward, just click and click and click and just go there. Now the reason why it's so simple is that I use automatic. This thing here is automatic kind of like you move from one mission to another. You don't even need to read the map at all. You just like go and do a thing for you. So let's just continue collecting all these things. It's mobile game, man. I mean, don't think too hard. You know, if you need something more intellectually challenging, maybe play Path of Exile or whatever that require you a lot of thinking and theory crafting. This is a mobile game, right? It's supposed to be like on the train, you know, at the restaurant, the food is not arrived yet, and you just like click around and do things. So it is super easy. It's all this auto walk thing. Let's just collect everything first. Now the mission here is that you know, it gives you a lot of random mission, and the mission has multiple level to it. So you have to do 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, and after that you would get to earn the reward as well. So just do multiple level of it. I think that is important. I don't seem to aggro any enemy, so that is sort of cool, interesting. So let me just go ahead and collect all the things too. So while I'm just talking about this game, you know, I kind of like the whole 3D vibe, but like I say, I mean, I much prefer the 2.5D. You could like you know, fly. The flying is automatic as well, very much like Marvel Heroes for Miss Marvel. Just keep flying. So this map again is fixed map. There's nothing really. I mean, it's like a MM kind of thing. Midtown Manhattan. If you guys play Marvel Heroes, it's the same map. And there's random event that keep coming and coming and coming. I think it's a lesser event. So once you finish the so-called the quest, there aren't really a lot of like like things to it. It's kind of funny. I don't get attacked by all these things. Yeah, I mean, none of these people attack me, huh? It's don't ask, man. It's just a mobile game, yeah. So let me just continue collecting all these things. And after that, I'll go to the challenge itself. Now the frame rate is still very bad, and there's nothing I can do. It's just one of those things that that seems quite poor. Okay, last one. Now my advice is this: you know, so far, because I'm doing on PC, that's why I need automatic. But even if I play on mobile, I also set on automatic. Means that all my power is being automatically triggered. Not my med kit, which is very precious. And the only thing I do is really to shift is to dash and become invulnerable. And also there's an ultimate button as well. So if I need to, but other than that, I don't really like click on button one by one. Now let me just head to the lab. This is that is the chapter, the mission. I'm going to really play the game right now. Just share you a little bit. I don't know whether I can or not, because like I said, this is PC. It is very laggish. I can't get it work right now, but it could be just my PC, but my PC seems to play out the game pretty well. So okay, that's cool. So this Ultron's Revenge. Recommended power is 9,500. I'm 14,722. So I should be able to do it. And let me just start, man. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. A bit offline story. Maybe the multiplayer. I don't know. Or just solo. All right, cool. All right, let's play a little bit of game here. Now this.
You never saw my full potential.
Wow. Father.
But now I shall show you.
Put
Okay.
him down, Ultron.
Yeah, that's me. Red Panda.
Once the Vision is freed from his enslavement,
That's
he
me.
will be the key in unlocking the future for man and machine alike. Any who stand in the way of our evolution must
I'm a bit
be
scared.
deleted.
How come it's only me? See that gouge most villain can guard to make our life harder. Okay, so what do I do? So you have, once you break the guard, they become immobilized, and that's where you go all in. Oh, so I guess how do I break that guard? I guess that's what the whole kind of like auto is not working. So don't lose sight of the target. Use this feature to lock onto them. Okay, that is cool. First time, man. Lock.
Something's wrong.
I'm doing like
My powers aren't working. What? My powers.
Ooh. Wow. I have to get out from here. I can't get out. Can I get out? Oh, wow. That is like invisible. Maybe I just do a bit auto here.
My powers aren't working.
Hmm.
What? My powers. My powers aren't working.
Ooh, let me get out. Ooh, well, okay, a bit of dashing here there.
My powers aren't working.
I don't know. They all keep telling me that my power is not working. It's annoying.
What? My powers. Something's wrong.
Okay, let me take a mech kit. Well, I can't get out. Huh? It's I try to get out, but somehow it's just not too easy. Let me take a mech kit.
What? My powers.
Oh wow, that's ultimate, man.
My powers aren't working. Something's wrong.
All right.
My powers aren't working.
I use like, oh wow, okay, cool. I used 2 mech kits so far.
Higher level of evolution. I am only the beginning.
I'm only the beginning.
Humans cannot stop us.
Yeah, I know. Ultron was a good hero to play though back in Marvel Heroes days. Oh no, this guy
Accept
dropped.
The end of your species.
Alright, cool. Let me see if I can get anything out from it. So there's no sound to it.
Thanks to you. That was unpleasant, though not entirely.
Hank Pym. Okay, there's been time over the year when an Ultron unit has evolved beyond confines of its programming, and when they do, they almost always go bad. This one was particularly nasty though. They seem to have quite a vendetta against his creator. Hopefully I can purge any trace of his corrupted code from the system before it can affect other units. So, I'm trying to voice over for you guys. We need to head back to the headquarters while I try to figure out how to clean this mess. Yeah, I don't know why there isn't any. So yay, mission completed. Oh, that is pretty cool. The control could have been better had I used my mobile device, but that's cool. Progress 3 out of the 3. So I just need to click on this guy, and or just like head to this guy if you want to do it automatically. I don't know. And I may just click here. That's it. Then I'll fly out to the ship here, and there you go. And I hope I get some XP out from it. So I hope this video gives you a sense of like, is this something that worth your time to invest in? I know quite a number of you already started and kind of enjoying yourself. I must say, it is pretty cool. It's not that bad. It's quite cool to as a game, mobile game, I would say. So I've got a low grade training menu that will help me my squad level as well, of course.
Make sure to double check the inventory.
Who is this lady? Who's this guy?
Hang on, I gotta go deal with a thing. Be back in
I think.
Finally, you're here. I've been waiting forever. Yo, you gotta check out what I made.
Agent
for you.
M.
You're gonna love this.
Yeah, I like this costume, huh, guys?
You thought you were the only one keeping busy? This right here is what I call the costume combiner. It's powered by conversion.
Costume
Pretty
combiner.
sick, right? This bad boy will let you customize your uniform in all kinds of rad ways. Check it! I already tested it out on my clothes. I mean...
It reminds me of Marvel Heroes Day, though. I mean, you could do some kind of like costume crafting as well. And the... oh, I'm level 10 already. So, Captain Marvel reached level 10. You could get all these upgrades. So, if you're willing to spend $5.98, and I'm not going to spend that kind of money, you could get a whole set, and all this set will of course help you on the next level. Like I said, I'm not going to spend a cent right now. I mean, in the past I did it with Marvel Heroes, but let me see how far I can go without doing that. I can get my reward as well. So I go to enhance the kind of like costume. So that costume that you can take to the next level. I can bring more of these guys, and then after that, okay, and then what costume do I want to enhance? I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to get this costume. Yeah. So like I said, I mean, I'm not necessarily interested in that. I don't know what kind of cost would that be. So you can use it to kind of like, oh, so all these are the material. So you can use things that you don't. So instead of dismantle it, you could use it to craft costume. I tell you what, let me just think about it a bit first, because I'm not that. I think I need to think through which costume I want to enhance it, because I do have a lot of modern hair. I don't know why I have so much modern hair. So I will take a look at the. My kind of like inventory first, and see what kind of thing that I need to do with the gear that I don't need. There's so much hair, modern hair, all these things. It must be one of the tutorial that teach me how to do it, and they pass me a lot of free gear to play with. But I mean, the one that I have is here, this one here. I could of course upgrade the one of this guy to match with the set as well. I've got Rings of Liberty set, so I could upgrade this guy, and then after that use all these things to upgrade the hair item, and make it more awesome. I don't know whether the car will work or not. I mean, it's a bit of experimenting over here. So I could say, for example, I use this guy here, and I select this guy, and then I can add like all this 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I don't know what I'll do. Of the same grade to use as a material, okay. So I just and then use up some of this like gear as well. Let me just see what happened to it. So yeah, that basically kind of like increase my stats with the critical damage, and that's it. I've crafted upgraded at least my head item to 2-star. All right, cool. I hope you find this video useful. As always, feel free to ask me any question that you may have. Happy to answer them as well. I mean, it is a pretty decent game from a mobile game perspective. I mean, I wish there was Marvel Heroes, but there wasn't any Marvel Heroes. So this is possibly as close as you can get. All right, cool. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.